Chapter 6. Let us next examine another tax to which the middling classes of society contribute very largely, and see the manner of the operation of that on the upper classes. I mean, the stamp duty on mortgages. In fixing the rates of these duties, our legislators have begun with the needy person who wishes to borrow £50. On this small sum they charge £L, on the borrowing of £100, £1,108. On £200, £2, on £300, £3, on £500, £4. Now one would suppose, that if the stamp duty on a mortgage of £100 is £1.10s, that on £500 should be £7.10s, and not £4 only. On £1,000, £5, £1.10s, is charged upon £100, and only £5 on £1,000, instead of £15 on £2,000, £6. Now surely admitting for a moment, that a stamp duty of £5 on a mortgage of £1,000 is sufficient, notwithstanding one of £100 is charged with £1.10s. It is too bad that a £2,000 mortgage should only be charged with £6, while at the same time, one for £50, a 40th part of the amount, is charged with £1, a 6th part of the tax. To proceed, the borrower of £3,000 pays a stamp duty of £7, of £4,000, £8. Let it be observed, that in this part of the scale, £1,000 is only charged with a duty of £2, while in the hands of another, and it is fair to presume, a poorer person, the borrower of that sum by itself, it would be charged with £5. Again, a mortgage of £5,000 is charged with a stamp duty of £9, one of £10,000 with £12, £10,000 charged with £12 duty only, when £500 is charged with £4. £10,000 taxed after the rate of £500 would produce £80. Observe also the construction of the scale. Lower down we find it exceeding £100 and not exceeding £200, exceeding £200 and not exceeding £300, by which plan every additional £100 pays an additional tax, but now we find it thus, exceeding £5,000 and not exceeding £10,000, in accordance with which, any sum under £5,000, though it be £4,999, may be borrowed without paying one farthing in stamp duty. Now this may be a very easy way of constructing a schedule to a stamp act, but whether or not it is likely to ensure its legitimate purpose, that of raising in an equitable manner, part of the revenue of the country, I leave my readers to determine. Once more, £15,000 pays £15, £L per thousand, though in the beginning of the scale, £50 is charged with the same duty. Lastly, £20,000 is charged with £20 stamp duty, £L per thousand again. It will be found, on examination, that mortgagers borrowing upon their property sums varying from £50 up to £500 pay on an average a duty of £1 per cent, but that the borrowers of sums varying from £5,000 up to £20,000, contribute to the revenue in this way to the amount of but 2 shillings and 3 pence per £100, and in addition to this, in mortgages exceeding £20,000, however great the excess may be, no advance is made in the duty. But perhaps the most forcible way of showing the unfair method pursued in levying this branch of the revenue, is by the following table. Let it be supposed that the sum charged by the stamp laws on a mortgage of £50 is a fair and proper amount. The matter stands thus. Thus we see a loss to the country of no less a sum than £1,129.10s. Takes place on only 13 mortgages. Surely if it be necessary, as Her Majesty has just been advised to tell her Parliament it is, to consider the means of increasing the public revenues, a revision of the stamp laws should be the first measure proposed.